Hello and welcome to my very first YouTube video. My name is Emily and I am going to start making YouTube videos, mostly about crochet, I think. I don't totally know yet. I have been thinking for quite some time about creating a YouTube channel, and mostly it's because I want to get into more long form content. I have posted some TikToks and some Instagram like reels, but I spend most of my time consuming crochet content on YouTube. I really like the long form, spend a week with me doing whatever crochet projects, filling my orders, whatever it is. I've been feeling lately like these content creators kind of live my ideal life. And then I've been thinking, if that's my ideal life, then why am I not living it? So this should be coming out in the first couple of weeks of 2026. So Happy New Year. This is kind of my New Year's resolution. I really want to try out YouTube and building a crochet community, making some friends, sharing my content, sharing my creations, being creative with others, maybe learning some new things. So that's kind of what my channel is gonna be. I think we'll see how it comes along over time, but this is where I'm gonna start. I have lots of yarn. Some of it I use, some of it I do not. I have gone through the classic, learning that acrylic is good for these things and not so much for these things, and cotton is great for some things and not so much for others. So I have a lot of random kind of yarn because I bought yarn and didn't realize that it wouldn't be good for a project. I've also bought a lot of yarn that I have a lot of ideas for and not enough time or not enough focus. So I'm hoping my YouTube channel, I will get a little more focused and actually complete my projects. I am super guilty of buying yarn that I either don't have a plan for or I do have a plan for, but then never do the plan. I don't know why. It's just really exciting buying yarn, which I think most of the other people watching this video will agree with and can relate to. But anyway, my yarn stash is a mess, so I think I'm gonna go through and just pull it all out maybe and organize it by type and color and weight, and then I can see what I have and start using it effectively. But I think this will be a good first video, just kind of like an organize my yarn with me. You can kind of see what I have and what I gravitate toward. I go through some phases. I also have a few works in progress that have been in progress for a while. One of them being a blanket, which is actually in this purple bag here. So I can share that at the end as well, and maybe you guys can let me know if you want to see me complete these projects or give me some motivation to complete these projects, because I would like to. I started them for a reason. I was excited about them at one point and then just got excited about other things and stopped working on them. So that's what this video is going to be. I'm going to do a little montage kind of thing with organizing my yarn, and I will check in periodically. I also have some yarn to unpack. I got a great deal during Black Friday. So I bought quite a bit of yarn a couple weeks ago that I need to include into my shelf here. I think eventually too, I'm going to get a different shelf, which will probably be like a future video, maybe like a decorate and reorganize my craft room with me kind of thing. So we'll see. But anyway, thanks for being here, and cue the montage, I suppose.
This is what we're working with, by the way. I have a whip, some completed stuff that I don't know, that I didn't do anything with. There's a bunch of hooks in there, yarn that needs to be like wound up. I don't even know, honestly. I think that's more yarn that I just bought. There's some like failed projects in here and yarn that I don't use. This is all acrylic. That's mostly acrylic and some other stuff, I don't know. That's all cotton. This is embroidery floss. Some like failed projects. Acrylic, I think. Acrylic. Some yarn that was like gifted to me. I have some like blanket yarn that I made something with that now I have no use for what's left. These are Woobles kits that my boyfriend got for me, that actually got me into crochet, and then I started doing so much other stuff that I gave up on the Woobles. I didn't need them anymore. And here's some books, because my shelf here is full. Really full. That's my Kindle too. So yeah, I need to reorganize, and we're gonna do that together.
Okay, actually, let's unbox what I got from Yarnspirations for Black Friday. That way all the yarn is out and ready to be organized. I am still searching through cotton yarns, trying to find just which one's my favorite and for what type of project. I know that it's better to use cotton for things that you want to be sturdy, like purses and bags, and then also for most like tops or like clothing items that you don't want to be hot. I've made quite a few tank tops out of like wool and acrylic, and they were really warm, and I tried to wear them in the summer and I was like, what am I doing? So I have been going through like different brands of cotton, just trying to figure out which one I like the best. So this is from Yarnspirations. It's the Bernat Handicrafter. I got 2 of these because I want to make a purse out of it. There's a specific pattern that I've had my eye on YouTube for a while now that I want to use for that. I will link it or something. I'll put a screenshot. I also got Lily Sugar and Cream, which, are we already seeing a theme? I like brown. This is also Bernat Handicrafter. It's just like a blue ombre, which I was thinking of my mom when I got this. I have a feeling when she sees the purse that I make for myself, she's gonna want one too, and it's probably gonna be in this color. I was also thinking of purses and my mom when I got this one, which again, Bernat Handicrafter. It's like white and black or like gray speckle. I think it's called like salt and pepper or something. I can never find, yeah, salt and pepper. This one is ombre chocolate, I think. And then this one is, I don't know. Hello? Hippie, I think. Hippie, I think it's called. And then this is the ombre chocolate as well, but Lily Sugar and Cream, so it's looks different. It's much warmer. And then nobody's surprised to see that I also got a brown. This is the Karen All Day Cotton. I have used this for some other projects before, I think, but in black, and I liked it a lot. This is like a lighter weight. It says it's a weight 4. These are all weight 4s, but something about the Karen All Day Cotton, I feel like it's a little bit lighter, or maybe it's like spun or wound differently, so it's more delicate to me. So really good for like wearables. I originally, like I said, bought these for like either bags, mostly bags or shirts, but then I actually came across a pattern that my mom really loved, so I've been making a lot of these chickens. They're hot pot, like, or hot pads, so that you can, like, get stuff out of the oven or, like, put pots on it that are hot. These are all 100% cotton because cotton won't, like, melt under heat when you do these things. So, I've been using my cotton for these. I have a bunch of chickens right here. I made these ones too. Light brown, dark brown. So thank you, Mom, for wanting something fun and interesting. They've been very fun to make, and they are eating up my yarn, which is good. I am using my yarn. Also, this is also yarn that I just recently bought and is not, like, made it into the stash. I bought all of this yarn when I was buying yarn for those hot pads. So there's red for the chickens, and there's black, a couple blacks. These are all loops and threads, by the way. I got these at Michael's in the cotton section. These are all 100% cotton. So that's all of the yarn that was not already in my stash, I think. Hopefully, I might run into more. I don't think I have more. So now we can pull everything out, organize it, and put it back in.
I knew I was smart, but this was just...
I use this banana to hold my darning needle for, like, weaving in my ends. I find that I lose it less if it's stuck into this banana. So this banana kind of comes around with me everywhere. In my little, that's what this is. This is my, like, go bag, which I guess I will empty for now so that all of my yarn can be organized. This, I'm really upset about this. Okay, this is a really, really beautiful yarn that I got from, like, a kind of expensive yarn store at, like, a place near my hometown. And it's, like, hand dyed and everything. And at the time, I did not know how to wind up yarn that's, like, in a hank, I think is what it's called. So I ended up with a knotted mess, and I don't want to throw it away because it's nice yarn, but I don't know what to do with it. I don't have the patience. I'm never getting this out. So it's just gonna be, like, in a pile of shame, I think, for quite some time. I do know that some people like to, like, untangle yarn, like, they think it's fun. It infuriates me. So I won't be doing that. Okay, I cleaned out these top two corner, or the corner in the middle. I think all of my cotton yarn will fit in there. Let me show you how much cotton yarn I have, though. Hold on.
So this whole box is cotton. These bits are cotton, which I might... No, I don't mind. I was gonna maybe wind these up into cakes, brown, but I don't want to. And then this is all cotton scraps, which I don't know what I'll do with them. Maybe eventually I'll have enough to, like, make some kind of scrap project out of cotton. We'll see. So I think what I'm going to try to do is fit all of these into the top two. Hopefully that's enough room. Let's try. Here's just, like, a kind of interesting comparison thing to see. These are both Lily Sugar and Cream Chocolate Ombre, but very clearly they are different lots. They look so different. So I mean, as you all probably already know, it is so important to get the same dye lot when you're working on a project. And it can be super frustrating when you go back to the store and that dye lot is no longer there and you can't finish your project with the same colors. So, kind of interesting. Okay, not the most ideal for seeing everything that I have, but cotton-wise, that is. This is just the cotton squares. But this will do for now until I get a different setup. I'm gonna do the acrylic next, which is a bigger mess. Quick voiceover here so that you guys are not hearing the speed bunny sound the whole time. I'm just putting back all of my acrylic yarn here. I have so much extra acrylic yarn because I used it a lot when I first started, and not only did I not know that I didn't want acrylic yarn, but I also bought far too much of it because I have no idea how much yarn I need per project. So just kind of squeezing all that in. I'm sure I'll use it one day. Okay, I got my acrylic sorted, I guess. It's never gonna look how I want it to, I don't think. So that's all the neutrals. Here's like, I guess, warm tones. These are my randoms, like yellow and sparklies. That's fine, I'm okay with this. And then I have some wool in here. But now what I have left is like a bunch of randoms. So like this is cord that I used to make a bag for my sister. This is that leftover like blanket yarn. This is also like a fuzzy yarn. I used it to make a plushie a while ago. This I'm never gonna work with again. It's like mohair or something. It was the bane of my existence and I never even completed that project. I think this is probably acrylic actually and can go with the neutrals. This is like polyester. I think it's super like shiny and sleek. I don't know. I don't know what I would use it for. This is like a big chunky yarn, which I have, oh, also this like ball of it too. I think I took apart someone's old projects that they like never finished and kept a lot of these. So I don't know if I'll ever use them, but I guess I'll organize them for now. And then these are like scrubby yarn. I wanted to use them for Christmas presents, but I just didn't like how they were working up. I have, these are like the washcloths I was trying to make with them. Not that or that, just these ones. And I don't know, they just didn't feel like good gifts for Christmas, so I abandoned that. So I'll keep the yarn and maybe I'll have a use for it one day. I did see someone recently make like soap bar holders out of like the scrubby and cotton, so maybe I will try that out one day. I won't get rid of them, but I do need to just put them away somewhere. I just found this bag. I'm gonna put my scraps in it, and I'm sure I will forget that they're in here, and one day I will find it again when I go to organize everything, and maybe I will be inspired to make a scrap project. I don't know, but for now I just need it away from me, so we will shove it in this bag. I'm also gonna shove my monstrosity in this bag and we'll forget about it for now. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my first clip because I don't even know if this is much better. It has to be. It has to be. I think it's better. Like I said, one day I would like to get a new shelf and hopefully that will help.
Okay, I'm gonna show you my 2 whips, and my dogs are in here now, so that's gonna be fun. I'll just show them to you, get that out of the way. Number 1, Franklin. He's the baby. Okay, thank you, thank you. Number 2, the Winston. Say hi. He's barely older. They're 2 and 1, so they're just babies, and they get into everything, including my yarn. Anyway, my whips. So one, like I said, is like a sweater, which I wanted it, I'll put an inspo pic up, but I wanted it to be like oversized to where like the sleeve goes all the way like down here, or it starts down here, I guess, like the shoulder goes all the way over, and then it's the sleeve. So this is like the panel for the front, because it's gonna go across and like, you know, down the arm, and then the sleeve will go. So I have the front panel done, but I only have this much of the back panel, and then I still have to do the sleeves, and then I'll have to decide if I want to put any kind of like ribbing on the collar or the sleeves to kind of close it up. So we'll see when we get there. But I've been working on that for a while, and I'm just at like a block with it, I guess, because it's just a rectangle. Like all the pieces are just rectangles. So it's not very stimulating. It's not very exciting. I should just work on it while I'm like watching TV or something, so that I'm just like mindlessly doing it. But I don't know, I just haven't been. That's a sweatshirt. And then in this bag, I have a blanket that is probably about halfway done, but it has a dilemma. So let me just show this to you. My dog's gonna jump for it. Yep. So it's a dachshund blanket. I don't know if you can tell, but oh my gosh, what's happening? But I started this, I think, when I was very like unfamiliar with tapestry crochet. And then I picked it back up months later, and my tension changed a lot. So yeah, you can tell. The bottom is much smaller than the top, despite there not being any increases. I just really loosened up my tension. So now, what do? Do I just go with it and hope that when it's done and it's blocked and it's relaxed, it'll all just be the same size, or it won't end up being the same size, but at least it's a blanket and it's not going to be presented like this, you know, it's going to be crumpled up on the couch with me. So maybe I just keep going. I don't know. I don't know. This is why I haven't been working on it, because I don't know what to do with it now. I'm also worried that because I've loosened my tension that I don't have enough yarn, which, is that a thing? Am I using more yarn now because my tension is looser? I feel like that would be the case. But it's good. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. Dogs. It's gonna be so cute when it's done. So, those are my whips. I don't feel particularly motivated right now to complete them. So let me know. I guess if you think I should frog my blanket back and tighten up my tension so that it's not doing that, or just do I keep going? And then I'll show you, or I showed the inspo for the sweatshirt so that you can see, or the sweater, so that you can see the vision. So let me know if you think that's gonna be cute. I don't know, I need motivation. I'm gonna end up starting something new, I know it. My boyfriend really wants a tapestry of a flag from a video game, World of Warcraft to be specific. So I will be starting that soon, which will probably be one of my next videos. But if I start something new, then I won't finish the stuff I got cut off by barking.
I fear if I start something new, then I'm never gonna complete what I've started. So, I don't know. I'm gonna try. I will try. I'm gonna try to make a video that's like completing my whips so that I have to complete them. Maybe that's what I will do. Also, I got cut off by barking, which I think is gonna be really common when I'm trying to record. So that will be the fun in learning how to make YouTube videos and maybe having my dogs not home or in an extremely calm state when I am recording. I'm not sure. But either way, thank you so much for watching my first YouTube video. I really appreciate you being here, and hopefully there will be more to come. Bye!